Watch me make this Mardi Gras wreath. I take a 10-inch mesh and I cut it into 18-inch pieces. I'm doing the ruffling method, and I'm going to be adding this into the larger ring first. Just twist it in, and then I go to my next piece. This Mardi Gras mesh is available on our shop. After I add in all of this mesh, I'm going to be adding ribbon on top of it. So I'm only going to start by just putting the mesh in that back ring first. Now it's time for the ribbon. I cut my ribbon into 14-inch pieces and I dovetailed the ends. I'm going to take 2 ribbons per grouping, and I'm just going to twist them in right on top of that mesh, kind of fan them out a little bit so they're showing. I'm going to go on to the next peg and I'm going to do 2 different ribbons. And I'm going to continue doing this until the back ring is completely full of ribbon. Now that all the ribbon is in that back ring, I'm going to add mesh to the top ring. I'm going to do it the same way I did the back ring. Now I'm going to make a bow. I'm using this awesome 4-inch wide ribbon. I'm going to see how long I want the tail, and then I'm going to pinch it. And then for my loop, I'm just going to eyeball it and see how big of a loop I want. I want to make sure that these back ribbons of the wreath are showing. And so once I get the loop the size I need, I'm going to pinch it, and then I'm going to do another loop on the other side the same size. I'm going to pinch it together. And then for this style of bow, it's going to have one long tail drooping down. I was going to place a second ribbon on top of this, but I could not find a ribbon that justified covering up this beautiful green ribbon. So I kind of skip ahead and I end up making a purple layer to just go behind this one on the wreath, so it kind of pops off of the wreath a little bit. And I'm using our floral wire to tie the bows. This is available on our shop as well. Here is the purple ribbon I decided to use instead on the back side. So I'm just going to be tying this onto the back of the bow. And then I'll use this same wire to tie the bow just directly onto the wreath. So much cuter. I definitely want this green ribbon showing. So once I attach this bow on, I'm just going to be tying it to the actual wreath frame. I'm going to leave this tail, I'm going to loop it a little bit, pinch it, and I'm going to twist it on with one of the pegs of the wreath. And I just wanted the beautiful ribbon just cascading down the wreath. Fluff it up a little bit, and then I'm going to trim the tails the length I want them. And I also fray check the edges of all of my cut ribbons. That's available in our shop as well. It's just like a clear sealer that you just glide along the cut edges, and it keeps your ribbon from fraying. And now I'm going to be adding in some gold glitter picks. I start by adding them around the bow, and then I will add a couple here and there throughout the wreath when I get it finished. But I just want them peeking out from all sides of the bow, so the bow is like the focal point of the wreath. And I'm just hot gluing them in. And you can just scatter them around however you want. I used one pick and cut pieces off of it, and I didn't even end up using all of the pieces, so it goes a long way when you break it apart. Here's what it looked like when I was done. Thanks for watching, and make sure to follow my page.